Hello y'all, welcome to my channel, Esoteric Cloud Surfer. If you are a subscriber or if you watch this channel that we create esoteric clouds which are lighter, less dense and vibing on a higher frequency and vibration vehicles that our spirit can use to go into those vehicles and explore higher, more expanded realms of reality, right? So today I want to try to do a video a bit different. So here we go. So today is the 20th of January, right? Of 2021, or the year 9, right? And today is the day that Joe Biden takes claim of his title or gets placed into power, or suddenly I forgot the term that people used to call that, but he's going to, or at least it's predicted that it's going to be put up in the higher stage, right? And getting in the position of President of the United States of America, right? And today is a day, right? Right, with full of alignment. And I want to analyze a little bit of this alignment. So they are starting that program today. Joe Biden is being placed in power today, and he will try to continue, or his time in the upper stage will begin, and so his career will carry forever a bit. It depends on the percentage level of the energies that we are experiencing right now, because he's like being birthed into new degree of whatever he's into, because he weren't the president, and now he is the president. So he was exalted, or he ascended inside of whatever system he's into. So he's being birthed into a higher position, right? And the sun is in 0 degrees Aquarius right now, right? As I'm recording this video. So we are entering Aquarius season, and he's being placed in a higher place as we start the Aquarius season. So he will be representing the sun in Aquarius, right? He is the sun. Everybody is looking up to the sun. Everybody needs the sunlight. Everybody needs the illumination and the enlightenment from the sun. That's the place that the people who are not the president will be placed in, looking at the president in Aquarius way, in structuring, organizing, limiting, focusing ways about communication, technology, freedom, individuality, right? So it's 0 degrees, so it's starting a new phase of that energy where Joe Biden is the face. Okay, and I'm not predicting the future. It's just an analysis of that event, of that ritual that is happening, or it's programmed to happen, because we never know what they be doing behind closed doors. We in generality, all we know is what they show us for the general people, right? And so I'm analyzing that. So, new phase of Aquarius energy. That can be restrictions in speech, in freedom of speech, in social distancing, in social practices, can be in new, innovative, new, opposite, rebel, or organizing and structuring, and it can appear to be limiting, or they can use that for limiting, okay? Then Mars and Uranus are in 6 degrees of Taurus, and the 6th energy is about attention and authority. Also, Venus is in 15 degrees Capricorn, and 1 plus 5 is 6. So it's also dealing with attention and authority, because when you place your individuality, and you add your individuality into the emotional awareness, you create attention or authority, because your individuality now dictates the emotional awareness or of whatever spirits are inside that space that you are placing your attention in, right? So 3 planets in the 6 energy: passion, change and love, and appreciation into attention and authority. So by them placing a new phase into the Aquarius energy, into the beginning of the Aquarius season, all right, they will be channeling through that face, through that sun, attention. They will be gather attention, because the sun is where we place our attention and what we receive attention to, and also Venus. And then Mars is how we are passionate about that, and Uranus is how the all of those things culminated change the outcome. So they will be gathering attention in this new way, in this new phase of Aquarius, in order to be passionate, changing, and appreciate their own attention in order to place authority. So they will try to do some type of authority moves over there in the United States. And if you know me a little better, you know that I don't live in the United States, right? So why do I care about that? Because in the country where I live, not just the country where I live, Europe in general, always receives drips in the water. Damn, I was thinking about that expression before I make the video. Ripple effect, yes. Europe always receives ripple effects from what is happening in America. A bit later, a bit sooner, in a different shape and form, a little bit different, a little bit the same, but it's always a ripple effect from what happens over there if you are living in America right now, right? So by me knowing what they are starting today, I can expect the ripple effects that I might experience in the future. And one of those will be attention. They will be gathering attention for their own project, for their own agenda, and with that attention they will place some forms of authority that deals with passions, motivation, aggression, and frustration, that leads with uniqueness, originality, and change, and that leads with love, appreciation, being relatable, and compromising in authority. So think about that. Think if you live in America, you are more into that vibe, into that field. You know what's happening every day over there in your locality, in your surroundings, so you can see, oh, they can bring authority and make people frustrated about that authority. So they channel that authority, frustration, energy to change, aka Uranus, something that we love and appreciate. In a way that will place limits and boundaries into the things that we love and appreciate, because we were frustrated with something that make us through a change state, and now we changed how we love and relate with something, and that is dealing with attention and authority. And because the sun is going into Aquarius, it can be like real policemen, police officers, or people policing themselves. Okay, it can be placing authority in speech, in being together in groups, in individuality. Then you take the energies and creating examples for yourself, because I don't want this video to be very long. Then Pluto is also in 6 type energy, because it's in 24 degrees. So whatever they are placing their attention and authority in is going to be transformative in a deep way that might create traumas and taboos. Or if you take that energy to yourself, you can break some traumas and taboos by knowing that they are some bullshit, that they're trying to transform how we react deeply to something as a collective, but it's not working. Okay, they are not gathering enough attention. So also they might try to traumatize us with authority, or transform us, or you over there, and then we over here in Europe, we receive those ripple effects, right? With authority, and they may transform how we feel. Maybe after that, during this time, we feel traumatized because the way they imposed authority, or they will feel traumatized because whatever they're doing will not work. So it is up to us right now to use these energies for ourselves, right? Quick example, Mars is in Taurus, right? So they are gathering attention and authority through passion, frustration, anger, and motivation in currency, agriculture, money, art, technology that leads with dealing with resources and plantations or water fountains, how with markets, with markets of exchange, or just a fixed way, all right, to be practical, to receive love, and to have logic. So instead of you being passionate about what they are trying to, you paying attention, you pay attention to your own fixed earth area of your life, aka the house where you have Taurus in. You pay attention to your own. You are motivated and passionate in your own Taurus-like energy, in your own fixed way to have profit or to have love or to have safety and security. Wherever they are trying to make you pay attention to them, you don't pay attention to that, all right? And then with the other energies, you do like that in those terms, all right? And then, okay, Pluto in 24 degrees, transforming or creating or resolving power and control issues through attention and authority. Then Saturn is in 3 degrees Aquarius, right? So the new phase, the new sun in Aquarius, will be placing limits and boundaries, or making us focus on our work in our surroundings, all right? And they are creating the surroundings with all of that 6 energy. They are gathering attention and creating authority energy. And authority energy is something that impacts and influence your surroundings. Like right now, you can't go into a store without using a mask. It depends on the store, right? But if a store, like in my town, a lot of stores have security guards that they don't let you in if you don't wear a mask. Others, it's cool. But imagine, it's the shadow government authority that make that possible. So the authority came down into the physical realm, and now you can't go into stores, to certain stores, without wearing a mask. That's how authority comes into reality. So with this three type energy that Saturn is in, they are going to focus us into the surrounding that they are creating with Uranus, Mars, Venus, and Pluto energy. All right, so be aware to that. Things that are passionate, that change, that you love, and that transform us and can be kind of a trauma. Focusing on that right now, so we feel pressured, we feel limit and boundary, so we frustrate, we riot, we change, we rebel, or we love and develop a Stockholm syndrome. No, you do the other way around. You place limits and boundaries on their bullshit. You focus yourself in you, not on their surroundings, on you. The third house, the surroundings to your spirit, is your body. The surroundings to your body is the town. The surroundings to the town is the district. The surroundings to the district is the state, or the district, because then there is different words and. But you get it? So your surroundings to your spirit is not even the body, it's even the other spirits, and then the organs and the alignments that they all did. So focus on yourself and not in the surroundings that they are creating right now, that will frustrate you, that will make you go through a feeling of limit, boundary, and pressure. And Jupiter is in 7 degrees. That's separation, resting, or receiving a message. So they are separating and they are resting on wisdom, travel, and experience. They are making that energy distant. All right? So there is no wisdom with all of the situation that we're going on. All right? If you spiritual, you know what is going on and what is not going on. And they are making it look like it's something going on. Or if you are a soul group, you already know. So they are already putting wisdom and just not knowledge, but common sense. Just like, nah, that ain't real. And why? Just, it doesn't make sense, right? They already throw that out of the window. And right now, this is going to continue with Jupiter in 7 degrees. But you can receive a message or a form of meaningful moment or a form of inspiration if you separate yourself and you detach yourself from all of that bullshit and you rest and you do the rest. You detach from that and you do the rest, all right? The rest, what is left. Then Mercury and Neptune are in 18 degrees. That means it's nine type energy, energy of ascension. So the new sun in Aquarius will try to ascend. It's being set up, it's being helped to ascend through communication, thinking, logic, and analyze about dreams, illusions, nightmares, creativity, and far out imagination. So, they are going to ascend this new sun in Aquarius, aka Joe Biden. The face. The face is the sun, is the light. When it's daytime, you don't see other stars because the sun is blinding you or is creating too much light so you can see other lights, but they are still there. So they use presidents and people in high degrees of status in the program that they use to not allow us to see what's going on. All right? It's how they create curtains and behind the scenes type of circumstances. They put a light, a big light or a closer light to you in front of the other lights. So during the day you only see the sun. When you see the news, all you see is Joe Biden and the people around him, and Trump, because I'm talking about America right now, and the ripple effect, I already know. But what's going on, you don't know, or they don't show you, because they make you focused on a certain light, on a certain star, on a certain person, or principle, or individuality, or numbers, alright? So, they are going to ascend that character through talking about dreams and illusions, things that are not real. And that's all what's been happening since March last year. Like the first time I heard the news about like the first news, like, because then the first what I received here was not the first news, right? Because it has to start, the propagation of this fake agenda had to start somewhere. So I received the first news into my awareness, and it was pretty early. This all started in March, like in January. I was just going through the channels, and me and my girlfriend we stopped on the news channel, and we saw new spread of virus in China, going fast to other countries, and we always, the first time we saw it, we were like, oh, this is some bullshit. What they're trying to do now? And in that time we didn't know. Then we start realizing, right? So all of this is talking and making people think and analyze things that don't exist. Examples: deaths that it's because of something, but in reality it's because of underlying death issues. So people are analyzing those numbers, the curves, the scales. People are analyzing and thinking about, like, all the time to wash their hands and to wear a mask. But they do that in response or thinking about something that is not real, a dream, an illusion. Right? More. The fear-mongering, the scarcity of food, the emotional manipulation that leads into riots and looting. Something that it wasn't real, right? And people think about that, people analyze that, and then after that they act and get angry, or they love that. Something that was not real, a dream or an illusion. And also Neptune is also faith and beliefs. So they are making people think and communicate and analyze a faith and a belief about a dream and an illusion, something that is not real. Everything, this agenda is not real, but people are always thinking about it. The news is always communicate about it. In Instagram, posts that have nothing to do with that, they have recommendations uh, to go to their websites. And if you're not spiritually inclined, just by you seeing those recommendations puts your mind state into that frequency and vibration of something that is not real. So, and it's ascension. So they are trying to, through this new president, this new sun, this new face, they are trying to ascend, thinking and communicate about something that is not real. A dream, an illusion, a nightmare, a faith, a belief, and an imagination that it's just in a cloud, in their own imagination, their own vision. And they are making us think about it. Alright? So that was the energies for this whole event that is going to happen today over there in America, if you are living in America right now watching this video. So pay attention for those type of things and use what you can use for yourself. Use what is useful to you. Dodge what is not useful to you, right? And you can also use some of those things that they will throw at us to build some blocks. All right, you can learn with them. Like them, they can trick so many people. How they do that? I could, oh, they make people believe their vision so well. I want to do that. I want people to read my books or to watch my videos, or I want people to buy my songs or to buy my games, whatever you do. How do I make people think about my vision? Oh, they do like that. They make people passionate about something, then people get frustrated and change that. So they change the way they loved something, so they now love to be limited, and now they think about something that it's not real, but it's real in the mind of the people who's play. So, they do that and that. So you can learn that as well, all right? So don't be too into their program. Don't be too far out, because then you get caught blinded or through the back, right? Use what you can use, discard what you can discard, rebel in a way that you feel that you must rebel, comply, all right? Because what they do is they are sheeps dressed in wolf skin, but we can be wolves dressed in the sheep cloth. Sometimes we disguise ourselves as sheep, so we gather some information, we absorb some energy from them, we learn what's going on, so we can prepare ourselves, we can build our fortress. It's like you are infiltrated agent, right? They can be agents. You can be an agent for your own spirit, for your own individuality, not for somebody else, for your own, all right? Without making it unnecessarily rough or something, unnecessarily chaotic, so you don't experience unnecessary trials and tribulations, right? You just prepare yourself for what's coming, and you don't get caught off guard. And in the positive side, you use the bullshit that try to do for your own benefit, right? So keep that in mind. Also, today's energies, according to the magic square, is 8. So it's spending a lot of time, a loop, infinity, restrictions, focusing a lot. And the sun is going into Aquarius now. Aquarius is ruled by Saturn. 8 and 7 are associated with Saturn as well. But according to the new times shift, it's 3, the overall awareness of the surroundings. So keep that in mind as well. Do your own esoteric interpretation of the things that I just said. If you have something to add on, drop a comment below or send me a DM on Instagram. Check out my Patreon, Esoteric Cloud Surfer. If you want a personal reading, natal reading, send me an email to esotericsurfer69@gmail.com. In my Patreon, I have various services that you might find useful to you. I have weekly readings, I have monthly readings, I have tarot readings, I have classes, I have a tier where you can ask me all types of questions, alright? So check it out. You can just be a general supporter because you support my videos here on YouTube, you support my art in Instagram, and you support all of those things, and you have access to some videos as well. So check that out if you're interested. And until the next time, as a Esoteric Cloud Surfer surfing out, remember to be an individual, be a little part of the program and use the program for your own good, but don't let the program use you. If you don't use the program will use you. If you don't use the Magic Square will use you because you were born in here, so you have to make your way out and not further in. And beware of the tidal waves, but remember, they are the most fun one to surf. I don't know if I said that right, but until the next esoteric surfing, Esoteric Cloud Surfer surfing out. Shout out to Daria, shout out to Dolo the Pilot Man, and shout out to all of the Soul Group. Stay well.